new SawStop compact table saw, the CTS, the smallest table saw that SawStop has ever offered, has been sitting in its box on my bench now for about a week. So today I'm going to get it out of the box. I'm Paulk, and this is the Smart Wood Shop. If you want to get a detailed set of plans to build a smart wood shop for yourself, a smart station, a smart workbench, or any of the accessories that work with the system, there's a link in the description of this video down below. Underneath on the saw seems to be pretty closed up, which might bode well for dust collection. The instructions to change the brake cartridge are printed on the underside here, and they're done with a material that's pretty slick. I have a feeling it's going to be durable and hold up. The purpose of this saw is to be a true portable. It's not light, but I can definitely carry it one-handed and carry the stand in the other. Cord storage built into the frame. The fence is inverted and locked underneath for transport, which is great. You have room to grab the handle here. Of course, your cord is there, and it's compacted so that you don't have anything sticking out. The knob for adjusting the fence has a very positive lock on it. The scale goes out to 20.5. The bottom scale goes out to almost 24.5. Get that extra 4 inches, you'd move it out to the next lock. If I go past the table, then it has this flip over, which will then be the same height as the table, flush with the table, so this will pick up your material if you're doing wider stuff. Also has a second level. This is great for ripping thin materials and laminates and things like that. Seems to be just as stable locked or unlocked. Right out of the box, I can feel the edge of the fence is absolutely lined up. Doggone it. My favorite thing about the JobSite Pro is the rotating the blade up one revolution. The blade goes from all the way retracted to all the way up. It is just nice for adjustment. I'm not sure why they went back to this. I'll have to ask the technical guys. Let's check and see if this blade is 90 right out of the box. 88.6, and if I take the micro adjust, 88.8, and this is a very sensitive angle tester, but if I put my square on, I definitely see that the blade is definitely in that range of about 89, so I'm off about a degree. I'm going to have to check into the adjustment of that, so I'm going to call it being off 1 degree out of the box. Fence is good. It's square off of the bench, off the top. Let's check it square off the front of the saw. Yeah, that's nuts. Right off the front of the saw, the fence is square, and I've already checked it to the miter slot. Let's check it to the blade. The blade and the fence are squared up to the table. All the adjustments feel good. The dial for the fence, and also because this has the brake on it, and if the blade comes in contact with metal, it activates the brake. So they have a built-in stop. That's what these plastic things I didn't know were. And so that will not allow you to run the fence into the blade. You can push these and go past, but at least you're actively having to do that. So it's going to keep you 3/8 of an inch from the blade. On the back, they have the toolbox. It's removable. In the toolbox, we have the blade guard with the riving knife. So this mounts on top of that. One thing it does not have that I'll miss, it does not have any way to put on dust collection on the top of the saw. The miter gauge, typical. I think stores in the toolbox, and then the wrenches that you need to work on the saw or change the blades are in there as well. It's definitely bigger and taller than my DeWalt, which means I'm going to have to build a new cradle for this. The stand's pretty straightforward to use. It just spreads out, drops on, and then there are two locks, one in the front, one in the back. You rotate them 90 degrees, the saw drops in, rotate them. The throat plate, a lever to remove it, and it's got 7 adjustable screws so you can flush it up. Don't need a tool to remove or install the riving knife or the blade guard. There's just a bright red lever. Flip it up, remove it. Before I power it up and make a cut to test the motor and see how it sounds and how smooth the cut is, I'm going to go ahead and calibrate the bevel. If I put on this square, which is accurate to 1/1000th of an inch, I have no daylight from top to bottom. The scale on the fence is easily adjustable with 2 Phillips head screws. You can move the pointer right to where you need it. But this is the way it came out of the box. I set it right on 2 inches, and that's the cut I'm getting, right at 2 inches. So that's calibrated. This is a 2x4. Let's take a little rip out of that. 3 1/4. So we got, that was nice. I ripped the 2x4. Nice square edge on it. This will be almost more of a cross cut. I want to go a little further with it, and I don't want to cut a big piece. This isn't really the kind of cutting that I do, but we'll give it a shot in case somebody else wants to know how it does on these wider rips. So I'll set it on 22. That's on the black scale. I've moved the fence out to the outside. So this should maximize any errors if there are any. I am almost, let's see, half a second, so a 32nd. Yeah, I'm a 32nd off. It's possible that I didn't set it properly. Let's do it again, and I'll go to 21. There I'm getting 21, so I probably just didn't have it quite set. With these scales, obviously you get used to looking at them. You get parallax and things. Got a fairly wide red pointer here and the numbers, so it's me getting comfortable with knowing where I set it is right. So on the short end, I went right to it, and I'm all the way maxed out doing a cut that I'm not going to use the saw to do, but might as well push it to its extremes to, if it's going to be out, it's going to be out more there than in close. If you enjoy these first looks at tools like this, then be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. And also remember, as always, ring that bell because just subscribing is not enough. You have to tell YouTube, hey, I've subscribed to this channel, and if they put up a video, I want to know about it. Otherwise, you'll miss the video. While I'm here, I'll go ahead and move it into the inside place that I'll have it most of the time. And there I can get a rip, 20 plus, 20 and a half, something like that. So we'll set it to, I'm going to go 18 and a half. Yeah, the scale right out of the box. That's good to go. This is not a review. This is a first impression. The quality of the saw it's definitely there. The fit and finish is great. The sound of the motor, the feel of everything, the electronics, the way everything's stored on board, the way the fence works. Let me get that cradle built, get it hanging off a bench, and get a lot of hours on it. You'll see me do that in projects. And then I'll come back around and we'll talk about it some more and tell you what I think for the long haul, if it's going to work out for me in the Smart Wood Shop. Thanks for hanging out with me today in the Smart Wood Shop. You stay safe and have a great day.